Self-care is the practice of engaging in activities that take care of our health and actively manage illness. It's unique to the individual, changes over time, and is also a consistent theme discussed when teaching mental health first aid. For me, the best part about self-care is that there's always something new to try. And so if you're looking for alternative options to manage your own mental health and well-being, or you want inspiration to pass on to a friend or colleague, stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to provide 40 examples of how you can practice self-care, keep your stress container emptied, and prevent mental health from becoming a problem. As the self-entitled book from journalist and author Christopher McDougall states, we are literally born to run. Be that from predators or in pursuit of prey, running has formed an integral part of our evolution. Fortunately for most, running for survival isn't part of an everyday routine. And yet, week in, week out, we gather in our thousands across multiple locations to take part in organised running events. Whatever your pace or level of experience, running is truly an activity of the people. Be this your local park run, trail, or treadmill. If running isn't accessible, or you just fancy taking things a little bit slower while collecting your thoughts and soaking up some amazing views, why not go for a walk in your nearest area of outstanding natural beauty? Weight training not only helps you to tone up while burning fat, it also forces your body to strengthen joints and improves coordination. Combine them in a functional circuit to improve muscular endurance and overall stamina, or focus on higher weights and lower reps to develop strength and power. Swimming burns a ton of calories and forces your cardiorespiratory system to use oxygen more efficiently. It's also a really easy way to empty your mind before or after a stressful day. Yoga is a breathing exercise aligned with movement. When practiced on a regular basis, flexibility and peace of mind usually follow. There are multiple styles of yoga, each with a slightly different use case and benefit to the person practicing. Ashtanga yoga, for example, is more intense, dynamic, and energetic, while yin yoga is practiced at a slower pace and holds movement for a longer period of time. Sleep is regulated by our circadian rhythm. It's linked to our feelings of safety and helps our bodies recover. Being aware of how hydration, caffeine, screen time, and interactions with people can affect this is crucial to us switching off at the end of the working day and getting a good night's sleep. Personal favorite of mine, boxing combines camaraderie, hard work, and discipline to give you a calorie-burning, endorphin-releasing experience like no other. It's a great environment to release pent-up frustration, get in shape, and boost confidence. If the idea of training alone sounds daunting, or you like a more social element to your physical well-being, group classes such as spin, circuits, or Zumba offer an ideal platform to get fit with friends. Saunas and regular use of them have also been linked to lower the risk of several types of cardiovascular, neurocognitive, and pulmonary diseases. Well-publicized studies by the likes of Wim Hof probably provide all the use case we need in terms of the benefits of exposure to the cold, be this by cold shower, plunge pool, or ice bath. But the TLDR, amongst other things, is that it's been proven to aid concentration, speed up recovery, and boost your immune system, either as a vehicle for practicing self-care or to support your training goals. Registering and paying to take part in an event such as Tough Mudder, High Rocks, or Wolf Run definitely helps to keep people on track. Using artwork such as painting or drawing as an outlet for aspects of your lived experience gives you an opportunity to separate yourself from the experience and gives others a chance to share and understand your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Use a journal to set time aside in the morning, sit with your worries, and write them down. You can then move on with the rest of your day, reassured that you've taken steps to take control and stop things like stress or anxiety getting in the way of what you want to do. The process of finding a recipe, sourcing ingredients, and following the steps to create something new in the kitchen is in equal measure rewarding as it is fulfilling. If you live a busy lifestyle or have special dietary requirements, why not try out popular meal kit services such as HelloFresh or Gusto? For those of you with a sweet tooth and a little more patience, baking is also a great way to spend time in the kitchen. Personally, my skills are good for shortbread and the occasional flapjack. But if the Great British Bake Off has taught us anything, it's that with some ambition, an eye for detail, and a lot of practice, the possibilities are endless. Vlogging is essentially the digital version of journaling. This can be done via video or audio, and upon reflection might provide you with additional context surrounding the thoughts and feelings recorded that can often be missed with the written word. Alongside being a good survival skill to master, the focus and attention to detail required for sewing or knitting is bound to help the user focus on the moment and put worries aside. Being around nature is one way to lower cortisol. This could be caring for a houseplant, keeping the garden tidy, or growing your own vegetables in an allotment. Taking care of other living things forces us to put our own problems to one side so that we might view them more objectively later on. Expand your horizons and escape into the world of fiction. Whether it's sci-fi, adventure, crime, romance, or war, books are a great way to switch off at the end of a working day, and have never been more accessible thanks to platforms such as Audible and Kindle. A jigsaw puzzle can be both calming, rewarding, and character building as it forces you to think critically and focus on the task at hand. DIY projects allow you to learn new skills and take responsibility for improving things in your own household. They're also a good medium for reflection, as you can draw parallels between how you go about approaching problems at home, in the workplace, and life in general. Albert Einstein once said that when you stop learning, you start dying. The underlying notion is that the brain is like a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. With this in mind, platforms such as Skillshare, Udemy, and Nebula have made it easier than ever for you to follow your passion and learn a new skill in your own time. Another way to upskill is by diving into the world of non-fiction books. They require less imagination to process than their fictional counterparts and create a synergistic multiplier effect in subject matter expertise if aligned with a hobby, vocation, passion, or interest. Whether it's Brian Tracy, John Maxwell, Stephen Covey, or Napoleon Hill, we can all benefit from turning the arrow inward and taking more responsibility via dedicated self-improvement content. Learning how other people deal with similar problems in life is a great way to build connections and avoid feelings of real or perceived loneliness. A quick search on Facebook could help you find the group you need. Alternatively, websites like the Hub of Hope are a dedicated directory of mental health and well-being service providers. Mindfulness is the practice of allowing time to simply be, allowing your thoughts to pass by as if they were vehicles on a motorway, while being unconcerned with the past or future and focusing on the sensory inputs from the moment at hand. In addition, you could reorient yourself to the here and now through direct skin contact with the surface of the earth through grounding, which is a self-help technique that can help to alleviate feelings of stress or anxiety. Pranayama loosely translates from Sanskrit to energizing breath work. It helps to improve digestion, lower blood pressure, remove excess CO2 from the lungs, and uses active and passive breathing techniques to boost energy and detoxify the body. Feng Shui is an ancient Chinese tradition that focuses on harmonizing people with the energy of their environment. There are many principles to this practice, but the one I think most relevant and have personally found useful is the idea that a cluttered environment can also lead to cluttered or disorganized thoughts. Therefore, we should let our thoughts and energy flow more freely by removing unnecessary clutter from our home or work environments. Ikigai is a Japanese concept that combines the terms iki meaning life and gai meaning worth, referring to something that gives a person a sense of purpose. To this end, it is completely unique to the individual and is found at the intersection of something you love, something you're good at, something the world needs, and something you can get paid for. Here you will find your reason for living, your ikigai. Occasionally, taking a break from caffeine, alcohol, sugar, and processed foods via a detox gives your body the chance to repair by removing impurities from the blood, clearing out excess waste, and reducing inflammation. The process can also aid weight loss, improve sleep, boost energy, and strengthen your immune system. Excessive exposure to screen time throughout the day, and in particular before we go to bed, can disrupt our sleeping patterns as it slows down the production of melatonin. Limiting the use of screens before we go to bed and upon waking up can help you retake control and avoid burnout as a result of overstimulation. Apparently, individuals who report a greater interest in helping others are more likely to rate themselves as happy. This could mean getting involved with charity events at work, giving 5 minutes of your time to listen to others, or volunteering at a local soup kitchen. The practice of setting smart, short, medium, and long-term goals is not only a protective factor for mental health, but can also help you to focus your energy on the things that matter most when the going gets tough. Setting barriers to protect and prioritize things such as your own well-being is also an important protective factor. This could be down to how you manage your diary to ensure that you get an uninterrupted lunch, or making good use of the do not disturb feature on your phone in the evenings to give you the chance to really switch off. When juggling family and work, it can be easy to feel as if you're spinning the wheels on the car while making little or no progress. Times like this require object clarity, and lists are one way you can keep track of progress while mitigating feelings of being swamped or overwhelmed. Securing your blood sugar levels as quickly as possible when you wake up in the morning is one way to avoid spikes and dips that can feel a lot worse if you're already stressed out or anxious. Incorporating foods with a lower glycemic index, such as healthy fats or proteins, into your breakfast routine can also help. In this ever-connected, convenience and consumer-focused world we live in, it's never been easier to sit and consider all of the things we don't possess or haven't achieved. To balance this, practice gratitude by singling out one thing you're grateful for on a daily basis. The active ingredient in Epsom bath salts is magnesium sulfate. Magnesium is a trace mineral that is essential for protein synthesis, which is the process our body uses to grow and repair tissue. As a result, Epsom bath salts not only aid recovery, they can also help prepare you for a great night's sleep. Connecting with others is a fundamental factor when it comes to recovery and the preservation of good mental health. This could be offloading to a friend, colleague, or partner, or picking up the phone and reaching out to that person you were just thinking of the other day. Whether it's a track day, skydive, or wing walking, why not get out of your comfort zone with a once-in-a-lifetime experience? That hit of adrenaline somehow not only helps you to put things in perspective, but also helps you to create some amazing memories. Let me know in the comment section how you practice self-care, and for more news, views, hints, and tips from the world of wellbeing, click or tap the screen just here to subscribe.